Hey, what's up everyone? I know I'm getting to this news late, not the first time of course that this has happened, but for those of you that don't know, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the video game, was announced last Thursday. So I want to make a video to give my thoughts, and I also want to give some thoughts on a couple other things that I guess have happened within the Power Rangers community here within the last week and a half plus. So just bear with me here. We'll start off with Battle for the Grid. Now this is the game that was announced, I guess is being made by some company called Enway. I guess is going to be developing it. I'm not sure, I could be wrong about that. I'm sure I'll be corrected in the comment section below if I am, but I'll go ahead and leave some articles once I'm done editing this video here so you guys can go ahead and read some of the stories that are out about this game if you haven't heard of it yet. Now, I'm sure most of you that are Power Rangers fans, of course, are up to date on this story. This is going to be a game that kind of derives from the mobile game Power Rangers Legacy War, which is a fighting game. This one, however, is going to be kind of the format style of the Marvel vs. Capcom games where you have 3-on-3 fighting, you know, where you tag out and all that good stuff. So this is going to be coming out on all platforms as far as I know, like PC, PS4, Xbox, even the Nintendo Switch. So this is something that Scott fans very hyped up and looking forward to seeing this. What's interesting about this game as well seems to be that they're taking a lot of care into making sure that this is going to be a viable fighting game, potentially even for esports. Now, of course, that might be getting a little bit ahead of themselves because I don't know if this company has made games like this before. Obviously, this is going to be a big venture for them, and obviously for a game to become viable, to become an esports game, like, you know, in a fighting game series, obviously you got to make sure the game is balanced. A bunch of other things have to go into making a fighting game, you know, a viable, I guess for lack of a better way to say it, contender for an esports slot. So it'll be interesting to see what mechanics, what kind of things are going to be in this game, see if it's a game that'll be balanced enough and viable enough to be in a fighting game tournament or be able to be played in fighting game tournaments. So we'll just have to wait and see on that, but it seems like they're off to a pretty good start, at least in terms of the buzz behind it and the enthusiasm. A lot of people are looking forward to this. They've been looking forward to a good Power Rangers game since probably the 90s, because that was probably the last time there was actually a pretty good fighting game. But this is something that, if you look at it, if they're able to do this, this is really going to help the brand a lot. This is really going to help the Power Rangers franchise quite a bit if they're able to break into that esports platform. That'll be fantastic for Power Rangers, obviously, and which brings me on to the next thing I wanted to talk about. Now, Bruno from MMPR Toys, I'm sure many of you that are subscribed to this channel probably are subscribed to his channel as well. He's been doing videos way before I ever did, and of course they're mostly Power Rangers related or Super Sentai related videos, especially toy related content. Content seems to be, you know, the biggest thing on his channel, has always pretty much been. He's done some other things here and there, but obviously that's always been the foundation of his channel. And I was just watching his video that he put out. For those of you that don't know the one I'm speaking of, I'll go ahead and link it in the description below, which is pretty interesting, where he was talking about how he spoke to somebody at YouTube and they told him that Power Rangers was a dead brand and he should start doing something else with his channel, because I guess after so many years he's finally got the ability to do this one-on-one type of counseling with YouTube. He explains it better in his videos, so like I said, check out his videos so he could tell the whole kind of story. But I found that to be very funny considering the announcement of this Battle for the Grid game. It's obvious that Power Rangers is not going anywhere, and to tell somebody who's been pretty much doing Power Rangers related content on their channel, and that's pretty much his fan base, majority of his fan base, if not completely his fan base, to do something else was pretty funny. It was kind of ridiculous, I thought. But I don't see, obviously, with things like this, Battle for the Grid, obviously Power Rangers is not a dead brand. And if you think about it, if this game is very successful and, like I said, is able to become a game that is played like at EVO or things like DreamHack and things, you know, these big fighting game tournaments that are out there, that will definitely give a huge boost to Power Rangers, the franchise. You know, it'll bring a whole new set of eyes. Now, one thing I would say in regards to what this person told Bruno, I mean, it was Power Rangers the powerhouse it was, say, in the 90s in terms of its enthusiasm? Probably not, but that by no way means that it's a dead brand. And if something like this game is very successful, that can open a whole new world of possibilities for the franchise by getting that much more eyes on it. For those people that maybe never watched Power Rangers before and say, man, this Power Rangers fighting game is pretty good, maybe I should check out the show, or maybe I should check out the comic books, or whatever it is that they're into. And of course, that's never a bad thing. So just a funny thing. Like I said, be sure to check out that video. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, though, is, of course, Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, the tabletop game that will be coming out later this year. Now, this is something that was shared online by somebody that I know. I believe DJ Marvelous is the one that shared this. I know him personally. He apparently had found a link to the GameStop online store where it set the date pretty much. It looks like we're expected to receive this tabletop game sometime later this year in the fall. It looks like August 2019, according to the post that he put up. Of course, No Pink Spandex is the one that broke this after DJ Marvelous had put it out there. So, or DJ Marvel, I should say, put it out there. So, pretty cool. Looking forward to seeing what this game entails. I'm a huge tabletop fan, as you can tell from the stuff behind me. Well, you probably can't really see it now because the glare is on it, but that's besides the point. For those of you that have seen the videos, you guys know, if you've been on this channel before, that I'm a huge tabletop game, and I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this tabletop game because I do believe it's going to be the best tabletop Power Rangers game that we have gotten, especially if everything that I've found out about it, from the designer of it, from talking with some of the people at Renegade Game Studios, at Ranger Stop, this past November. From all I'm hearing a lot of good things. From hearing the feedback from some of the people that actually did get a chance to play it, this could be the tabletop experience that fans have been waiting for in terms of a Power Rangers game. So I'm very much looking forward to getting my hands on this game, playing it for myself, and really just kind of giving a final verdict on what I think of it. But, as opposed to the Power Rangers board game that came out way back in the day, of course this is way better than that already. I know that, just from people that actually have played the original board game and got a chance to play this Heroes of the Grid. So, looking forward to it. It's cool now that we have a set date on it. Let me know what you guys think of all this stuff I've talked about here in the comments section below. What do you guys think of Battle for the Grid? Are you guys hopeful that it'll be something that once it's produced? Oh, one last thing that I forgot to mention about Battle for the Grid, which is very interesting, and I'm glad that I remembered this before closing out this video. One of the rumored things that I've heard about it is that they've actually gotten some people very much educated on the fighting game side of things to take a look at this game and make sure that there is balancing in this issue. And one of the people that is rumored, of course, I saw somebody on Twitter tweet this out, so I don't know if this is true or not. There hasn't been any outlets that I've seen so far that have officially confirmed this, but apparently one of the people that they've brought on board, I guess, to consult has been legendary fighting game player Justin Wong. Now, for those of you that don't know who that is, he is a person that has won a couple Evo tournaments. He's won some major fighting game tournaments in the past on games like, Street Fighter, the Marvel vs. Capcom games, a whole slew of different fighting games. So he is a legendary fighting game player, in terms of, I guess, the Video Game Hall of Fame, in regards to players. He's one of the best there's ever been. So they got this guy on board to pretty much take a look at this game, and maybe, he's probably going to be beta testing it and all that, and telling them, giving them his feedback on what he thinks they should probably change to make sure that it is a good fighting game experience. But anyways, that is all I have to say, guys. I know I'm a little bit rambly in this video. Sorry about that. Let me know what you guys think of everything we talked about in the comment section below. If you guys want to check out Bruno's video, link is in the description below, as well as a link to an article so you guys could check out a little bit more information on Battle for the Grid. Until next time, y'all, you know how it goes. The hunt continues.